proud to present coverage of Pierre Governor Sports. To hear this broadcast online, log on to drgnews.com. Now, with the pregame, here's the voice of the Pierre Governors, Rod Fisher.
And a very good afternoon to you. We welcome you to the Corn Palace in Mitchell, South Dakota, as we bring you coverage of Pierre Governor basketball on River 92.7. Rod Fisher off this weekend. I'm Darren Boyle as we thank you for joining us for our coverage of Pierre Governor basketball. And our coverage is brought to you this afternoon by Patrima State Farm Insurance, by Smith Plumbing, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Olson Plumbing, Envirotech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Division of Consumer Protection, Comtech, Coca-Cola Bottling, by Leiden & Associates Ameriprise Financial, by McDonald's, Hermanson Endodontics, by Cowboy Country Stores and Gale Gas Service. And Pierre Governor basketball also being brought to you by the sports marketing partners, Brittany Shufflebine Agency LLC, by Edgewood Senior Living, the Hawaii Federal Credit Union, TMA, Pierre Care and Rehabilitation Center, by Gateway Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, by Overhead Door, Dairy Queen, Avera Medical Group, Beck Motors, Putes Construction, by Fisher Rounds & Associates, Lynn's Dakota Mart, First Dakota National Bank, May Adam, by the Ramcota Hotel, Montana Dakota Utilities, Arby's, Wagnerado, and by Bank West. Brady Roseland is our technical director at Dakota Radio Group's World Headquarters. I'm Darren Boyle as Pierre and Mitchell make up this ball game for both teams, their final regular season game of the year, as the Governors enter the contest with a 4-14 overall record. Their last time out was a tough loss on the road to Watertown on Thursday. They take on the Mitchell Colonels, who were in action last night and got themselves a nice win over Aberdeen Central. Mitchell sets with an overall record of 2-13. This may, whoever wins this game may shuffle the deck a little bit as far as the Sodak 16 is concerned, but it appears that both teams kind of on their way to making it, especially a victory would go a long ways. But games need to be played on Tuesday, I believe, is the final regular season AA game scheduled, and that will determine, and until then, nobody really knows where things are going to line up, especially when you get past those 12 seeds. Things could shuffle quite a bit in the days ahead as far as the final seeding for Sodak, for the Sodak 16. We had the opportunity earlier to talk to both head coaches as we shorten up our warm-up here a little bit, of course, with weather conditions and with impending weather. They're kind of been hustling along here at the Corn Palace this morning and afternoon. They did a 15-minute warm-up, so we shorten our pregame up just a little bit. We had the opportunity earlier to talk to both head coaches. Our Keys to Success segment's brought to you by the folks at Olson Plumbing. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back and talk to Terry Becker of the Pierre Governors. This is Pierre Governor basketball.
When a coach understands a player's strengths, developing a winning strategy
4,
is
3,
easy.
2, 1.
That's also true with the team at Patsipa State Farm Insurance. They know your insurance and financial situation isn't exact.
You still want to do Olson's between?
Yes, and
Okay.
I am on the K. If you want to check.
Innovative features that are uniquely Moen. Styles.
Streams up.
Okay. Do you want to double check again? Please, it had locked up. Just when you can.
Okay.
Products durable, reliable, and beautiful. With
5,
Moen,
4,
you'll
3,
always find
2,
the
1.
perfect balance between styles you'll love and innovation you can live with. Experience Moen products at the showroom at Olson Plumbing, 2803 East Wells Avenue in Pierre. Olson Plumbing, exceptional products, extraordinary service. Call 224-6436.
Part 2 of our coaches interviews, we talked to Todd Neuendorf for the Mitchell Colonels, and Coach, a nice win for you last night over Aberdeen Central. As the win's been, hard to come by, it's good to get one late in the year.
It has. We've been right there. If you see the second half of our season, we've lost a handful of games by a basket or less. You kind of started out in Pierre. We lost at the buzzer against Pierre, and then lost to Sioux Falls, Lincoln by 2, and then lost to O'Gorman with 2.9 seconds on the clock. They shot 2 free throws for the win. So, we've been right there. It's been a situation where our kids have put themselves in a position to win ball games, and we just haven't been able to finish those off. And last night was kind of a different deal. We were down 10 at halftime, and the kids got after it defensively coming out of halftime and changed the tempo and the momentum of the game, and we end up taking the lead in the fourth quarter, and they take it back, and then we take it back and win one. And you can just see our kids growing up, and they're understanding what they need to do to finish off ball games and to win ball games. And so that was nice to see last night in a sense that we've come a long way from where we were at the beginning of the year.
And I think when you get to this point of the season with the final couple weeks remaining, I think you are where you are as far as what kind of ball club you are, but you've got to be able to battle to go into the postseason. And I think when you come into a ball game like you had last night, I think that speaks well for what you guys have the potential to do next or in a couple weeks.
Yeah, we ran through a really tough part of our schedule here the last handful of games. We ran through, played 3 of the top 4 teams in the state, and so handled ourselves pretty well in those ball games. So our kids are playing well, and they got the big picture in mind, and we've been preaching all year. We want to get ourselves into that Sweet 16 opportunity, and then we want to go from there. And for this basketball team, we knew at the beginning of the year that it was going to be an uphill grind as far as getting better when your post player is a freshman at this level, at the AA level, and he's your leading scorer. You get some growing pains, and he's handled himself well, and we've continued to get better and better. So you're right. I think I'm happy with where we're at as far as intensity and things like that go. Defensively, we continue to work and get better, and I'm sure Pierre is different from when we saw them last also.
Should be a fun matchup against the Governors this afternoon. When you have a close ball game once and on the road, you come back to your place, you think, well, a basket here, a basket there. Home court should be worth something. It should make for a real entertaining contest.
Yeah, I hope so, and I think, we just, watched film this morning with our guys a little bit, and we saw some things, that we definitely changed from the first time we played, but I'm sure they did too, and, the main thing with Pierre is the 2 big guys. That's the problem everybody has, is we have to contain those 2 big guys, and, their guards are, you can really see it at all levels. They've got big guys, so there's something in the water in Pierre, but they've got big guys, and they try to ram it down to those big guys in the post, and we got to stay out of foul trouble, and to be honest with you, we got to get them in foul trouble, and that's what we're going to try to do.
That is Todd Neuendorf, the head coach of the Mitchell Colonels. Our Keys to Success segment brought to you by the folks at Olson Plumbing. And a quick programming note for you: if you're looking for the video feed of this ball game, we'll have it up for you, but it will be on the KGFX 1060 AM link, as we'll have that live stream for you. It'll also be archived there when all is said and done. Time for starting lineups. Starting lineups brought to you by the folks at Envirotech. And the starters first for the Mitchell Colonels, as we will see at one guard, we will see Derek Factor. Factor is a 6'1 senior. The other guard is Carter Jacobson. Jacobson is a junior at 6'1. The forwards are Keel Nelson, a 6'3 senior, along with Caden Sukup. Sukup, a 6'2 senior. And the starting center for the Colonels this afternoon will be Caden Hinker. Hinker is a 6'6 freshman. Factor and Jacobson to guards, Nelson and Sukup the forwards, Hinker at center. For the Mitchell Colonels, who enter the contest this afternoon with an overall record of 2-17. The head coach of the Colonels is Todd Neuendorf, and we'll bring you the Pierre Governor starters after this.
Got trash?
Yeah, that was a black screen. I think it's working now, but let me check again.
Easy payment. Envirotech has you covered for construction, residential, commercial, or single-stream curbside recycling. Call Envirotech today, 224-4804, or order services
Brady,
and
keep
pay
it,
your bill
please.
online at EnvirotechWaste.com.
Give me another 90
One
seconds.
call takes all. Contact Envirotech.
Hey, new guy. Shovel, right?
Yeah, Rake, and I'm not exactly new. I've seen some action.
Yeah, what's your story?
Hey, my last gig, I nearly got electrocuted, almost drowned. That guy never called 811 to see if it was safe to dig.
Our guy calls every time he digs.
It's quick and easy. Any tool can do it. Calling 811 gets your underground utility lines marked for free.
Hey, safe digging is no accident. Always call 811 before you dig.
This message brought to you by Montana Dakota Utilities, in the community to serve.
If you receive some bling for Christmas and are planning a wedding, let the Ramkota Hotel and Conference Center in Pierre make all of your dreams come true. From the shower to the rehearsal dinner to the reception, let the Ramkota add their special touch. From intimate receptions of 25 in the Ramkota's unique courtyard to a grand event for 500 in their River Center ballroom, the Ramkota can do it all. Plus, your guests can stay at the Ramkota. Call today as dates are filling fast. The Ramkota Hotel and Conference Center in Pierre, 224-6877.
My name is Tara Fisher, and I'm an attorney at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre. I grew up on a ranch in Montana, which taught me the value of hard work and perseverance.
How does
I
it
put
look,
forward
Brady?
those values for my clients each and every day. Whether you have
Let me check. I got to run in the KGFX studio.
plan, you need
Okay.
legal advice for a business transaction, or you need help in a criminal matter, I'm here. The May Adam Law Firm has served South Dakotans statewide since 1881. Call us at 224-8803 or visit our website, mayadam.net.
At Dakota Mac, we know that farming requires you to give just a little more of yourself. Your days are a little longer, the stakes are a little higher. You've got to dig a little deeper. You're not just working your land, you're working your legacy. So let's work together.
Still black.
Equal housing lender.
Okay. Get ready for high school basketball this afternoon. The Pierre Governors and the Mitchell Colonels. We a moment ago gave you the Colonel starters. Factor and Jacobson the guards. Nelson Sukup the forwards. Hinker at center for Mitchell. Here are the Pierre Governors starters. At one guard, Matthew Lusk. Lusk is a senior or a junior at 5'10". The other guard is Grant Judson. Judson, a 5'10 junior. The forwards, Garrett Stout, a 6'1 junior, along with Paul Adam. Adam is a 6'6 junior. In the starting center for Pierre will be Gray Zabel. Zabel is a junior at 6'6". The Pierre Governors enter the ball game this afternoon with an overall record of 4-14, and the head coach of the Pierre Governors is Terry Becker. As we are just a moment away or so from the tip-off of this ball game, we should mention our game officials. The announcement of our game officials brought to you by the Office of Attorney General and their Division of Consumer Protection. Our game officials are Mike Mutter, Chad DeYoung, and Brian Wetham. The announcement of our game officials comes to you from the Office of Attorney General and their Division of Consumer Protection. You're listening to the Governors. They will have the basketball first as Matthew Lusk with it. Lusk slowly across half court as they go to the top of the key. High post Zabel. Back around the perimeter, right side Garrett Stout. Inside ball is tipped. It is tracked down by Zabel. And again, the Governors will reset things. Back around the perimeter with plenty of time on the shot clock. Lusk back up top. Stout on the right side. Back out front and around the perimeter. Left side once again around the perimeter. Shot clock down to 5. A 3 taken. That is Garrett Stout. Shot is no good. And the rebound pulled down by the Colonels. Their first possession of the contest. Derek Factor. Across half court. Pierre will play man-to-man as well. They'll extend a little bit as the ball is knocked away and stolen. Turnover Mitchell. And here is Matthew Lusk. He got the steal. Long pass up the floor. And Pierre turns it over as the 6'6" junior Paul Adam could not hang on to the pass, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Mitchell basketball. Pierre here off the dead ball will set up full court pressure. We're just underway here in the opening quarter from the Corn Palace. We are scoreless as Derek Factor works against Matthew Lusk and brings it across the time stripe. These two teams played back on January 11th. It was a 52-50 win for the Governors at Ringside Gym. Here the Colonels with it around the perimeter once again as both teams, I think, will try to get the ball in the paint. Here is an entry pass as Mitchell tries to get the ball inside to Caden Hinker, but good defense over the top there by Paul Adam to knock it out of bounds. It will give the basketball once again to Mitchell as the inbounds here, and we're going to have a whistle. We're going to have a foul called away from the basketball, and it's going to be on the Governors. And it will be on Grant Judson. Judson with his first personal foul. Again, Mitchell will inbound it as it will come in, and a 3 taken. That is up and good from the right side. Kadem Sukup puts Mitchell on the board. They have a 3-0 lead as they score first with 6:40 remaining in the opening quarter. Across the time stripe, this is Lusk as he brings it across half court. Mitchell with good, pesky man-to-man defense as they get it down low. Zabel in traffic. Zabel will muscle it up and in, and he is alone underneath, and now Pierre will steal it away, and again, it's Zabel. He'll fake and fire. Shot is good, and back-to-back points for Gray Zabel, and Pierre with a 4-3 lead with 2 minutes gone here in the opening quarter. Good defense on the part of Pierre. Mitchell with 2 turnovers now, as Pierre will stay in that man-to-man. Here is Mitchell across half court. Sukup. Weak pass to the right side, Derek Factor, but Mitchell will keep possession. Factor, again, will reload at the top and put the ball into the hands of Keel Nelson. Again, they'll try to get it inside, but Pierre overplaying, and that gives an opportunity for Carter Jacobson to go baseline, and he gets to the baseline and will get to the rim and will draw a foul and will get free throws. So our first free throws of the contest, it's Carter Jacobson, the 6'1" junior at the free throw line. As the free throw is up, and it is good. The foul is going to be whistled on Garrett Stout. And Stout with his first personal foul. Second team foul for the Governors as Mitchell puts it in place, or tries the free throw. Second one is up and no good, and Stout will get the rebound for the Governors. Pierre with it across the half court. On the move, Matthew Lusk, and got the defender on his hip, and he went right to the rim, which is the smart thing to do, but Derek Factor making a nice athletic play on the defensive side of the ball as he was able to reach over the top and tip the ball out of bounds, and that gives the ball, or forces the Governors to inbound. They'll go Zabel, high post, down low it comes to the rim. Shot is up, no good by Paul Adam. Adam trying to get his own rebound. That ball is knocked away and loose. Zabel will get it back, and now Pierre has another opportunity. Zabel with a 3-ball, and it's good. Gray Zabel drops the 3, and it is 7-4 Pierre as we work our way to the 5-minute mark remaining in the quarter, and out front, a whistle and a blocking foul called. It's on Matthew Lusk, and it will be his first foul. It will be team foul number 3 against the Governors, and one of the things that Coach Todd Neuendorf wanted to do is be able to get the Governors in a little bit of foul trouble and then stay out of foul trouble on his own and as a team, and of course, well, they've done that so far. Mitchell yet to commit a foul, and 3 on the Pierre with 5 minutes remaining in the quarter. Here is a drive for Mitchell underneath the basket. They'll send it out front, and Keel Nelson's going to be called for a travel. The senior commits the 3rd turnover for Mitchell as Pierre has the basketball once again. 7-4 is our score. 5 minutes remain here in the opening quarter from the Corn Palace. Afternoon basketball on River 92.7. Here is Pierre getting the ball inside. It's Adam. Shot off glass, no good. Zabel with the offensive rebound. He'll go strong to the basket. The foul is going to be called on Pierre. And when you've got those 2 6'6"ers, you can do some damage on the inside. And Pierre has already done that here in the first quarter. Caden Sukup with the personal, his first, and Gray Zabel with an opportunity to shoot a pair of free throws, and the first one is offline, and it is no good. 7-4, Pierre has the lead. 4:45 remains here in the opening quarter. Second free throw up. Second free throw is good. Zabel will hit one of two. And after Mitchell opened up a 4-3 lead, Pierre has come back. Actually, it was a 3-0 lead, and Pierre scored a quick pair of baskets to get the lead at 4-3, and they have not looked back. And here a miss on the inside by Mitchell. Pierre on the move. This is Garrett Stout to the rim, and his shot is up good. Garrett Stout going to the rim and scoring the two. It is now a 10-4 lead for Pierre as we, again, work our way to the halfway mark of the quarter. Mitchell handles pressure well this time. They get it into their front court, and then they turn it away, or turn it over. Garrett Stout the other way. Into the hands of Luss. Now Stout back around the perimeter. Into the ballgame, Bennett Dean, a 6'1 sophomore for Pierre. He'll get a touch on the left side. Now it is Adam deep in the right corner. Paul with it, holding the basketball again, working against Mitchell's man-to-man. Pass out front, it's tipped, nearly stolen. It is stolen. Here's Mitchell with it, and then a foul on Pierre. Garrett Stout in the wrong place at the wrong time, diving for a loose basketball. Trips up Caden Sukup, and for Stout, it will be his second personal foul. He'll have to check out of the ball game, and we'll see Grant Judson check back in for Pierre. 10-4 is our score with 3:51 remaining in the opening quarter. Mitchell will put it in play, and again, Pierre will work with man-to-man pressure. Derek Factor with the dribble at the half-court circle. Now, Caden Hinker on the wing left and back out front. Mitchell works it around the perimeter. Pierre digs in defensively. Here's a three up top, and it's offline and no good. Pierre will get the rebound. Then the ball is knocked out of bounds. Keel Nelson got a hand on it for the Colonels and knocks it out, and the Governors will have to inbound. And again, Pierre doing damage on the glass as they got the defensive rebound that time. And the knockout, the tip out, slowed down a fast break opportunity. Pierre is wanting to set tempo in this ball game as they push across half court. Lusk at the top of the key with a dribble used up, needs some help. Now it is Adam. Zabel inside. He'll drive and fire. Shot is up, no good. Kept alive by Adam. But Mitchell will come away with the rebound. Here's Derek Factor in a hurry for the Colonels. Mitchell trails by 6. 3 minutes remain in the quarter. Nelson at the top. They go to the wing now into the hands of Ben Hilloyd. He just checked into the contest. Back out front, Heloyd will drive and fire. Shot is no good. Rebound pulled down by Zabel once again, and Pierre will work the ball across half court. 10-4, Governors have the lead. Dean with it. Now it is Lusk on the right side of the key. High post, it comes to Zabel to the wing. A three taken, that is up short. That is Bennett Dean that misses from the right side, and Mitchell again comes away with the rebound. And a little bit of an offensive dry spell for both of these teams as we work our way inside of 2.5 minutes remaining in the quarter. Here's Mitchell to the rim, and a nice post move there by the freshman Caden Hinker. He'll score the basket for Mitchell. 10-6. Pierre's lead is down to 4. Governors bring the basketball across half court. It is Lusk to Dean. Down low, Zabel with the left hand. The sky hook is up, no good. Rebound is out of bounds, and it will belong to the Colonels. As Mitchell will inbound, and again, Pierre will set up with full court man pressure. Nelson. Now to Derek Factor as they slowly work the basketball across half court. Hinker receives the pass across the time stripe, and now Mitchell will settle into the offense with 20 on the shot clock. Here's Factor once again from the left side to the top of the key. Again, they work it back around and to the corner. Here's Caden Sukup and a whistle. And Sukup, he stepped on the sideline, and another turnover for Mitchell. And that pressure defense for Pierre is, well, it's done the job as it has forced turnovers. You could say that defensive pressure changed the passing lane and forced a turnover in that instance. It's 5 turnovers now for the Colonels. And Pierre with the basketball once again. They have a 4-point advantage. It is Dean to Adam. Adam inside the paint, and he'll get free. Shot is up good. He had the ball knocked away. Thought for a moment the Governors were going to lose it, but Adam was able to track it down, and now Paul Adams scoring the basket, and it's now a 12-6 lead. Working to the final minute of the opening quarter. Here is a three from the wing left or right side. Caden Hinker will put it up and good, and a long-range jumper for the 6'6 freshman, and it's 12-9. Here is Pierre. Again with it. Around the perimeter, Dean into the hands of Judson. Judson on the right side tries to get it inside to Zabel. He is defended well, but Zabel, well, he's just a good ball player, folks, as he's able to put it up and in. He is in double figures now with 10, and it is a 14-9 lead for the Governors as we work to the final possession or two of the quarter. Here is Hinker with another three, and that is up and good. Back-to-back threes for Caden Hinker, and it is 14-12. The Governor lead down to 2 as Pierre now will work against full court man pressure from the Colonels. Matthew Lusk with the dribble across half court, 15 seconds on the scoreboard clock. Lusk will work with it at the top as they will try to overload the right side. Zabel double covered. They go around the perimeter. Here is a Judson three, and that is up and good. Grant Judson buries the three, and that will be the end of the opening quarter. 17-12 is our score, and our scoreboard brought to you by our friends at Gales Gas Service, and it is 17-12 Pierre. And we're back in 1 minute on River 92.7.
Have you seen all the changes at Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre? Yeah, they've done a lot. The entire store is remodeled. Every department from grocery to sporting goods is fresh and updated and stocked with the best quality at great value. They even have a Caribou coffee station. This week, they are featuring Hunt's Ketchup 24-ounce bottle, 99 cents. Hey, Brady, did the feed get any better? 79 cents each. Lynn's Dakota Mart, your hometown neighborhood market.
With spring break coming soon, it's easy for the scammers to pull off the grandparent scam with either a grandchild has been in an accident or lost their wallet or they've been arrested. All of these have the same common theme. They need money now, and they usually close with, "Please don't tell mom and dad. They'll be so disappointed." It makes you believe you're the only one they can rely on. Don't fall victim by sending cash or wiring money. Call
Still black.
300-1986 first.